Hello, fellow travelers! Today, we are going to a very special place. We are going to Athens, the capital of Greece. Athens is a city with a very, very long story. It is one of the oldest cities in the whole world. Imagine walking on streets where famous thinkers and brave heroes walked thousands of years ago. That is what you can do in Athens. This city is like a giant open-air museum full of amazing things to see and learn. Athens is famous for its ancient ruins. These are old buildings or parts of buildings that are still standing today. They show us how people lived a long, long time ago. When you visit Athens, you are not just seeing old stones. You are stepping into history. You can feel the power and the beauty of a great civilization. The air itself feels different here, filled with the echoes of philosophers, artists, and the very first democrats. This city offers a unique chance to understand where many of our modern ideas began. So pack your curiosity and your comfortable shoes, because Athens is waiting to share its timeless treasures with you. Let's begin our journey. Get ready to explore with me. Our first big stop in Athens is the Acropolis. The word Acropolis means high city in Greek, and that is exactly what it is. It is a big flat-topped rock that rises high above the city of Athens. In ancient times, this was a very important place. It was a fortress, a religious center, and a symbol of Athenian power and glory. Imagine seeing it for the first time, shining under the Greek sun. It must have been an amazing sight, designed to impress everyone who saw it. To get to the Acropolis, you will walk up a path. As you go higher, the views of Athens get better and better. Take your time and enjoy the walk. Think about all the people who walked this same path thousands of years ago. Kings, priests, everyday people, they all came here for important reasons. The main entrance, called the Propylaea, was a grand gateway. Even today, walking through it feels like stepping into another world, a world of gods and heroes. Once you are on top of the Acropolis, you will see several amazing buildings. These buildings were temples, dedicated to the gods and goddesses that the ancient Greeks worshipped. The Acropolis is not just a collection of old buildings, it is a symbol of democracy, philosophy, and art. The most famous building on the Acropolis is the Parthenon. Wow, what a sight! Even as a ruin, it is breathtaking. The Parthenon was a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena Parthenos, which means Athena the Virgin. It was built over 2,400 years ago, which is a very, very long time. It was the biggest and most beautiful temple on the Acropolis. Imagine it in its full glory, decorated with colorful statues and carvings. It must have been truly magnificent, a testament to Athenian wealth and devotion to their patron goddess. The Parthenon is famous for its amazing architecture. The ancient Greeks were masters of building. They used marble, a beautiful white stone, to construct it. Look closely at the columns. They might look straight, but they actually have a slight curve. This is a clever trick called entasis. It makes the columns look stronger and more graceful. Inside the Parthenon, there was once a giant statue of Athena. It was made of gold and ivory. Over the centuries, the Parthenon has had a long and sometimes sad history. But even with all that, it still stands proud, a symbol of enduring beauty and human history. The Parthenon is more than just an old temple. Next to the mighty Parthenon on the Acropolis, you will find another very special temple. This one is called the Erechtheion. It looks quite different from the Parthenon. It is not as big, but it has a very unique and beautiful design. The Erechtheion was built on a part of the Acropolis that was considered very sacred. One of the most famous parts of the Erechtheion is the Porch of the Maidens. Instead of regular columns holding up the roof, this porch has 6 statues of young women. These statues are called caryatids. They are so graceful and look so real. The ones you see on the Erechtheion today are copies. 5 of the original caryatids are safe in the Acropolis Museum nearby, and 1 is in the British Museum in London. Seeing these beautiful figures is a highlight for many visitors. Section 5. The ancient agora where Athens came alive. Now let's go down from the Acropolis to another very important place in ancient Athens. This place is called the Ancient Agora. The Agora was like the main square or the marketplace of the city, but it was much more than just a place to buy and sell things. It was the heart of ancient Athenian life. This was where people met to talk about news, politics, and philosophy. It was a bustling, lively place full of energy and ideas. Imagine it filled with people from all walks of life. In the Agora, you would find many different buildings. There were shops, government offices, law courts, and temples. Famous philosophers like Socrates and Plato used to walk here and talk with people. This is where the idea of democracy really grew. Citizens would gather here to discuss laws and make decisions for their city. So, the Agora was not just a commercial center but also the center of political and social life. It was truly the place where Athenian democracy was practiced every day. Visiting the Agora helps you understand how ancient Athenians lived, worked, and governed themselves. Section 6. Whispers from the Past, Surprising Athenian Facts. Athens is full of surprises, and its ancient sites have many interesting secrets. For example, did you know that the Parthenon was not always the white marble color we see today? In ancient times, parts of it were painted in bright colors like red, blue, and gold. Imagine how different and vibrant it must have looked. Over time, the sun and weather have washed away these colors, leaving the pure white marble. But archaeologists have found tiny traces of paint helping us picture its original splendor. This really changes how we think about ancient Greek art. Here's another fun fact about the Acropolis. The word Acropolis is not unique to Athens. Many ancient Greek cities had an Acropolis, which means a fortified high point. However, the Acropolis of Athens is so famous and important that when people say the Acropolis, they usually mean the one in Athens. It has become the symbol for all other Acropolises. This shows just how significant Athens was in the ancient world. Section 7. Planning your Athenian adventure easy travel tips. Are you thinking about visiting Athens? That's a wonderful idea. Here are some simple tips to help you plan your trip. First, the best times to visit Athens are usually in the spring, from April to June, or fall, from September to October. The weather is pleasant then, not too hot and not too cold. Summer, especially July and August, can be very hot, especially when you are walking around ancient sites under the sun. Plus, spring and fall are often less crowded than the peak summer months, making your visit more enjoyable. When you visit the Acropolis and other ancient sites, wear comfortable shoes. You will be doing a lot of walking, often on uneven, rocky paths. Good shoes will make your exploration much more pleasant. Also, don't forget to bring a hat, sunglasses, and sunscreen, especially if you are visiting during warmer months. The Greek sun can be very strong, and always carry a bottle of water with you to stay hydrated. Staying comfortable will help you focus on the amazing history around you. Section 8. More than stones. Feeling the heart of Athens. When you walk among the ruins of Athens, you are doing more than just looking at old stones. You are connecting with a very deep part of human history. These are not just any stones. They are stones that have seen civilizations rise and fall. They have witnessed moments of great triumph and great sorrow. As you touch a cool marble column of the Parthenon, or walk the paths of the Agora, try to imagine the people who were there before you. Think about their lives, their hopes, their dreams. There is a special feeling you get in Athens. It's a mix of awe and wonder. You might feel small when you stand next to the giant columns of the Parthenon, but you also feel connected to something big and important. It's an emotional experience. For me, it's like the past is speaking to you, whispering its stories on the breeze. You might find yourself thinking about the big questions in life, just like the ancient philosophers did in these very same places. Section 9. Come to Athens, an invitation to wonder. So, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this little journey through ancient Athens with me. I hope you feel a little bit of the magic and wonder that this city holds. From the majestic Acropolis standing proud against the blue sky to the bustling grounds of the ancient Agora, Athens offers an experience like no other. It's a city where every step can lead you to a piece of history, a story waiting to be discovered. It's a place that truly feeds the soul and sparks the imagination. If you ever have the chance to visit Athens, please take it. Come and see these incredible ruins for yourself. Walk where Socrates walked. Stand in awe before the Parthenon. Feel the echoes of ancient voices in the Agora. It is an experience that will stay with you long after you have returned home. You will carry the memories of the sun-drenched marble, the ancient olive trees, and the incredible sense of history that permeates this remarkable city. It's more than just a trip, it's an education and an inspiration. Athens is not just about the past though, it is also a vibrant modern city with friendly people, delicious food, and a lively culture. The blend of ancient and modern is what makes Athens so unique and exciting. So, I invite you to come to Athens.